Inventory is skyrocketing. Builders are slowing and prices are either dropping or they're about to.
This has the look of something very ugly about to happen.
Okay, so this first headline is going to seem strange, especially since we're in some scary times, but stick around because it'll all make sense and it is astounding that you haven't heard this before.
It's just mind-blowing to me that the media is not covering this. So this first headline reads, home sale prices hit record high for ninth straight week, but rising supply and slow demand could dampen future price growth. Duh, right? I mean, this is absolutely crazy. They keep talking about these record prices, but before we jump into this, let's talk about this. We got to get this covered for you because it's important. It is the prices based on the number of sales. We covered this last time, but imagine that we have 50 homes that are selling at 400,000 and 10 homes that are selling at $1 million, right? Make sense?
Makes sense.
Okay. Well, what's happening is the million homes are still selling. So we're still selling 10
at
$1 million, but these 50 is down to 25 homes because we'll cover this. Less homes are selling. So it looks like the prices are still rising.
But they're not.
And they're only, well, let's just show you. There's a lot of great information in here. I'm going to leave it for you, but we're going to jump down to the portion that is most important.
It says sale prices have remained stubbornly high despite elevated mortgage rates, pushing down home buying demand. Pending home sales are down 3.5% year over year.
Mortgage purchase applications are down 13%. That's partly because inventory remains historically low, pushing up prices like we just covered, and down sales. Partly because the final sale prices are lagging indicator that reflect the deals that were struck between a buyer and a seller a month or two ago. So that actually makes sense because what we're looking at in the closed sales is we're looking what happened really a month and a half or 2 months ago when they started the negotiation. Mortgage applications, which we'll cover in a bit, well, we already talked about that, they're down, but there's more information on that coming. That indicates that we're getting slower and slower. Let's move on.
There is a lot more information in this article and we don't want to read it for you. You can read it yourself, and trust me, you do want to read this, so we have a link down below for you.
Let's move on to the next topic. So let's talk about builders, because the builders are freaking out. This next article covers that. Let's get right to it.
A Florida housing market increasingly causing concern among home builders.
So here's a quick summary. In this article, the home builders, 31% of the home builders say that it has been slower than expected, but not worrisome, unquote, while, quote, 69 said it was slower than expected and causing great concern. Now, these are the builders, and the builders were like our hidden inventory that we don't always see, and the builders are slowing down. We talked about that.
Just last month,
we're
a couple weeks ago,
Right, because it's so relevant. So the builders are slowing. We're seeing mortgage applications going down. We're seeing prices going up. Not much. They're going up like a touch. Remember, we already talked about that. It's the lower echelon properties, what we live in, aren't really moving. Mm-hmm. But those $1 million homes are still flying the 2 million, and that elevates all the price because they're called median indexes. Okay, let's jump to the next.
So it's not a real number, basically, is what he's saying.
It's not a real number.
It's not a real number.
I got a graph I want to show you, though. So this graph is the state of the local new construction market according to the Home Builders Survey by Zonda in June. And what you're looking at is the black is the US, the yellow is Texas, and Florida is blue. Now, from left to right, stronger than expected. That's that first one. Almost nobody thinks it's stronger than expected.
And then on track with expectations is the next column.
Nothing in Florida, you
nothing
notice,
in
it's
Florida,
blue.
0.
Followed by
slower than expected, but not worrisome at 31%.
And
the last one, causing concern 69%.
This is not a healthy market for builders right now, and the builders are really smart. They do a lot of research on this, and they're concerned with what's coming.
They're going to have to start giving away free pools again.
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
All right, next topic. So we thought this was important to bring into the equation as well. Rent prices are dropping across Florida in these U.S. cities. So that's good news.
It's very good news.
However, the indication of the rent prices coming down, which is terrific, is a forward-pacing indication of what's happening in the housing market. And while we haven't seen prices drop yet, that's what we're seeing, right? But it's coming. This rent drop is a concern. Let's go back to this article.
Rents are dropping in Florida's 4 most populated metro areas, even as they continue to climb nationally. Now, that's according to a Redfin analysis.
Let's take a look at what those metropolitan areas are. Number 1, Austin, Texas. Number 2, Jacksonville, Florida. Number 5, Tampa. Number 6, Orlando. This is crazy. These are our busy, busy places, and the rent's dropping. Yay, we love to hear that. But that means home values are dropping as well. And this is what we talked about. Now, last week, we showed a map where the prices were falling, and we covered all of South Florida where the prices were dropping.
Right.
And we had increased inventory into northern Florida.
Right.
These are all the northern Florida: Orlando, Tampa, Jacksonville. And we're seeing rents go down. What's next?
Prices are going to go down.
That's what we're going to see. It's
And
going to
I
happen.
know you're going to drop a comment about that, and please do.
Hi, it's Jackie. I would like to ask a favor of you because it would mean the world to George and I. Please hit the like and subscribe button. We put a lot of time and effort into creating these videos for you so you can be educated on the market, and we really would appreciate if you would like and subscribe to our channel. See you soon.
In fact, we want to thank everybody for the comments y'all leave. We try and answer them ourselves personally. We really appreciate all your help. Let's carry on.
All right, now let's get to the numbers. And of course, we use reventure.app. We love the data that they provide to us. And the first thing we're going to talk about is
Days on
days
market.
on market.
Yep, let's take a look at that. So what you're looking at is a national map of the days on market, and anything in red, which in this case, starting from left to right, is New Mexico, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Florida. That is anything over 51 days on market. It shows up in red. Anything under that, the lighter the color till it gets to blue, the more days on market we have. We are currently at 64 days on market in Florida.
We are the highest. We are tied with Louisiana, actually.
As the highest on this. And that's the number of days it takes for a home to actually sell. However, that's not really accurate because that's the number of days it takes to get an accepted contract and close. Well, we still have a shit ton
Pardon
of,
your French, Mr.
there's
Philbach.
a ton of homes that haven't sold that are sitting on market. Since we're almost out of the buying season, what's going to happen to that number of homes that haven't sold yet?
It's got to go up. It's
Yep,
going to
so
increase.
Days on market is going to go up what is called a shadow inventory. We're looking for homes that haven't sold, that are just sitting on market, languishing, and they've been on the market for 60, 90, 100, 200
That's
days.
crazy.
Look for more expired listings very, very soon. Okay, so days on market, we've covered that. Let's move on to the next one.
So what you're looking at now is the sales inventory growth year over year. And as you can see in Florida, we're at 71.4%. That is a record across the entire United States. We have the greatest increase in inventory, period.
And you look at places like Illinois, which has 7.6% increase in inventory. And across the country, with the exception of South Dakota, Nevada, and blue, we have more inventory on the market available for purchase right now than we have in the last year. Everything except those two states have gone up. Y'all know where we're going with this. Let's look at the next indicator.
Y'all are smart, you.
So now what you're looking at is the percentage of homes available on the market by compared to how many homes are in the area. And again, 2% of every home in Florida is on the market. So 1 out of 50 homes is actively for sale. The next state closest to us is Texas, and folks, everybody else is less. We have more homes on the market by number of homes we have in the state than anywhere else. More inventory. Again, it's just a different way of looking at the exact same equation.
Yeah, because our home prices are high and people are cashing out.
Well, we used to be the most desirable, inexpensive state, but right now we're
Not
not.
anymore.
Well, we do our monthly reports, and if you're all watching, you'll see this in our monthly reports. We always talk about affordability, and affordability is off the chart. It's unaffordable for the average income. And this means that it's finally catching up. We're finally seeing that everybody's going, maybe not Florida right now, which is a shame because if you got a great
We
income.
love our state.
Well, but remember, when we bought our home, and this is, we're not rubbing it in your face, when we bought our property,
Yeah.
we've had our home for quite a few years. We've got a great rate on it, which is like 4%, which is a great rate. Not the best, but a great rate. And we didn't buy it with, at $800,000. We bought
No.
it at $375.
Yeah,
So
400.
400. So a long time ago. Anyway, if you bought, stick around. You're going to be here forever. Anybody that else wants to buy in Florida, be a multimillionaire, or maybe go to North Carolina, or in this case, looking back at this map, Virginia's at 6% increase. And I hear there's great homes in Ohio available right now, too, which is where our new vice president will come from. Political plug. Don't forget to vote. Next topic. So what you're looking at now is the total number of homes, the inventory we have. And once again, Florida is leading the charge with 140,000 homes on the market. Here, take a better look.
Once again, that's more than almost really 2 states combined. That's a lot of homes.
So here's the part that's most disturbing to me. We did this 15 days ago, and we had 137,000 homes on the market. And in 15 days, we have 3,000 homes more.
That's crazy.
That came on the market, right?
Yeah, 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks.
Right. It just continues to go up, and that's people not doing it. Now, I did some numbers. I haven't shared this with Jackie yet, so I'm going to read these off.
I love when he surprises me along with you.
Well, all right. So What I wanted to do is I wanted to see what the July 1st to July 15th looked like. And I went back to 2021 and I wanted to see how many homes sold in that time frame from my demographic that I like to use as my kind of information. So here's how it looks. In 2021, we sold 1,913 homes. In 2022, 1,770 homes. In 2023, when the interest rates started getting really, really stupid, 1,342 homes, and in 2024, 1,100 homes.
Yikes.
Dropping. There is a built up demand for homes with interest rates, and we have to cover this because they just came out with it. I didn't share this with you either. They just did a report that we're finally getting to, we're at 3% inflation, which is still too freaking high. Vote. But they're saying that in September, they're going to finally lower the interest rate a quarter basis point, and that will give us a little bit of effect.
Yeah, right.
Well, we'll see what happens. Again, get out and vote. And more important than anything else, remember, if you're thinking of buying, you need to be in that house for at least 5 to 7 years. Doesn't make sense. You can refi. I know the rates will come down. I expect after the election, they'll come down a lot. Get a better economy back again. Maybe get rid of our illegal aliens. Did I say that out loud? I guess I did.
Yeah, yes, you did. It came out of your brain and out of your mouth.
Who cares? I say what I'm thinking. Bottom line is, I'm George. This is Jackie. Thank you so much for watching. This next video is one we did just a couple weeks ago. It talks about the bubble that we think is coming. And hopefully it'll give you some good information.
Have a great day. See you next time.